We will be looking at when NFL players get revenge on their former teams, like when A.J. Brown destroyed his former team and got someone fired. After the 2021 NFL season, A.J. Brown cemented himself as one of the best wide receivers in the league in just his third season. Although heading into the offseason, he has one goal: to be paid like one in order to secure the future of his family. Although one man is getting in the way of that. Jon Robinson has been the Titans GM since 2016. He drafted A.J. Brown and admits to how good he is, but he does not want to fork out that much money for him. In fact, this is footage from the negotiations between the two of them.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
Therefore, A.J. Brown requested a trade. Jon Robinson has a difficult decision to make. Either pay your top 5 wide receiver the money he deserves or trade him to the Eagles on draft day, then immediately select his replacement. A.J. Brown is the missing puzzle piece to the Eagles. One man's expensive wide receiver is another man's treasure. The Eagles signed him to a $100 million deal. In return, A.J. Brown is playing amazing. He has 831 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns through the first 12 weeks, helping his team to an NFL best 11-1 record. Although a familiar foe is coming to town in Week 13. The Titans appear to not miss A.J. Brown all that much. They are 7-4 and making another playoff push. So, how does A.J. Brown do against his former team?
Here's Hurts looking to throw, goes far side. There is A.J. Brown. Hurts lofting deep again. Brown is wide open and he catches. He's going to walk it backwards. He's got A.J. Brown deep and he throws it in the throw. Maybe he gets a flag. Hurts going deep for A.J. Brown. He has got it. Out of time. Looking coming to A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown played like a man possessed. He caught 8 passes for 119 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, just look at these celebrations. This was personal. Just look at this play in the third quarter. Trey Avery is practically hugging him, and A.J. Brown just snatches the ball for a touchdown. To add even more to this loss was fatal to Jon Robinson. He was fired 2 days after this game. A.J. Brown got revenge on his former team, similar to how Cordarrelle Patterson single-handedly took down his former team. Cordarrelle Patterson is hitting new career highs in Chicago. He led the league in kick return yards in 2019, then again in 2020. He loves playing for the team. Although heading into the offseason, the Bears have some bad news. See, going forward, Cordarrelle Patterson wants to be utilized more as a running back. However, the Bears did not use him at that position. Plus, they no longer wanted to spend the money to keep Patterson, so he signed a deal with the Falcons. He got his wishes filled. They used him more as a running back, returning less kicks, which proved to be a great decision. He became a human highlight reel and did the same thing heading into 2022. Although in Week 11, he is up against his former team, and his revenge game is not going to plan. The Falcons started great, going up 7-0, but it has been all Bears since then.
He'll throw to the end zone. He's got a wide up. From 41, Santos remains are back in front. Cordarrelle Patterson with the first down run. Cuts it against the grain, and Patterson stays on his feet for a first down. Ball comes out, and the Bears have it. Jalen Johnson to some wins. He's got the ball with blockers ahead, and he's got a touchdown.
Cordarrelle Patterson has a fumble, and his team is down in the dumps. So he took it upon himself to get them back in the game.
Got y'all, boy. That's on me. I'll make up for it. I'll make up for it. I promise. I promise.
Yeah, we're good.
Just about catching balls down the field, and especially when you saw for 2 better be able to do
Cordarrelle Patterson showed absolute brilliance, and just like a flip of a switch, momentum was swayed. The Falcons scored on 3 of their next 4 drives. Plus, he made the decisive play for the Falcons. Towards the end of the 4th quarter, it is 4th and 2, score tied 24-24. They hand the ball off to him. He gets the first down and puts them into field goal range, where they bank it in and get the lead. Falcons won 27-24, and Cordarrelle Patterson showed the Bears why he was worth the investment. This is why you invest in your playmakers, similar to all the teams that wrote off Geno Smith. Geno Smith had a great start to the 2022 NFL season. He beat the Broncos during the opening game, then dropped the one-liner of the century.
So for the folks you said had written you off maybe, what do you say to them?
Yeah, they wrote me off. I ain't right back though. That's the problem. I ain't right back. Let's go.
And further down in this magical season, he managed to pull off an amazing revenge story. Before Geno Smith was with the Seahawks, he was just a struggling but talented quarterback. Everywhere he went, he could not find success. The Jets, Giants, and Chargers all gave up on him, but through opportunity and preparation, he found himself in a starting role with the Seahawks in 2022. He is putting up career highs and engineering the 6th best offense. Plus, the Seahawks are 3-3 through the first 6 weeks. However, in Week 7, he is up against the 4-2 Los Angeles Chargers. They have a great secondary and a very dangerous pass rush. Although Geno Smith has not forgotten about when they let him go. He wants revenge.
Man, 3rd and 1. Smith flushed, throws late and open on the sidelines is Goodwin. Smith looking for Goodwin in the end zone. A little toe tap in the corner. Smith looking for Goodwin and a jump ball caught. And the knee.
Geno played amazing. He put up great stats, and the Seahawks won 37-23. And going into the very next week, he is up against the 6-1 New York Giants. They are on fire with an electric offense and a monster defense. Does Geno Smith have it in him to play great against another former team?
Play action. Smith looking. Back of the end zone. DK Metcalf touchdown.
Ball with 2 hands at the end of the play.
On the 46. Good toss.
The yard when he thought they'd be running. Double move.
Blocking on the sidelines. On 1st down, Smith off the fake. On the roll, Noah Fant up the sideline. Fant inside.
Well. Look how the turntables. Geno Smith and the Seahawks destroyed the Giants 27-13. And now, fast forwarding a couple weeks, the 7-8 Seahawks are up against the 7-8 New York Jets. The last former team and the toughest one yet. They have arguably the best defense in the league with the 2nd-ranked secondary. These quarterbacks have all struggled against this defense. Sorry, Geno, your revenge gauntlet ends here.
Geno Smith to throw and has time. Floats one for the end zone. Catch made! 2nd down 4. Geno Smith wide open. He hits his tight end again. Noah Fant. Smith will pitch to DJ Dallas. Down the middle of the field to the right side and inside the 10. Looking on as Geno Smith throws, caught, falling across the goal line. And Smith to throw and does open up the 20. Pushing his way.
Geno played amazing, throwing for 2 touchdowns and a 103.1 passer rating. Geno Smith got revenge on all 3 of the teams that let him go. And to show how poetic this is Geno Smith compared to each of the quarterbacks on his former teams for the 2022 season. I don't think anyone could have guessed that he would be this good, but they could have at least taken the time to give him a real shot. They wrote him off, and he did not write back. But Drew Brees got revenge on his former team for nearly 2 decades. Drew Brees was drafted by the Chargers in the second round of the 2001 NFL Draft, and his time with the team was nothing short of just confusing. Starting off normal, he rode the bench like most rookie quarterbacks back then. He followed that with a rough first year starting, then in his third season, he struggled with injuries. Therefore, the Chargers drafted his replacement, Philip Rivers. Although Drew Brees proved them wrong, balling out in 2004, but he followed that with just an average performance and picked up a shoulder injury in 2005, which gave the Chargers enough to pull the plug and not re-sign him. However, this worked out amazing for Drew Brees. He revived his career instantly and overnight became a top 5 quarterback in the league, and he would not have to wait long for his opportunity to get revenge on the Chargers. It is October 26, 2008, just 3 years later.
The red zone again. Brees. Again, steps away. Now things are back to the end zone. One offense in the NFL. Brees down the field. Caught. That's Colston. Tackle with McAllister last time down here. Now Brees is throwing.
Drew Brees smacked the Chargers around like loose change. He got sweet revenge and played amazing, throwing 3 touchdowns and an impressive 121.9 passer rating. But the story does not stop there, because he would actually get revenge again in 2012, beating the Chargers 31-24. Then he got revenge again, winning 35-31 in 2016. Then in 2020, against Justin Herbert, a new quarterback, got revenge again, beating them 30-27. After getting dumped by the Chargers, he went on to never lose to them. Drew Brees was even beating the Chargers by the time they moved on from Philip Rivers, the guy they chose over him, reminding them of their mistake 14 years later. And in truly impressive fashion, Drew Brees and the Saints are only one of 2 teams to not lose a game to the Chargers from 2006 to 2020. Similar to Drew Brees, Steve Smith Sr. defied Father Time to get revenge on his former team. In 2013, Steve Smith Sr. is 34. He's old, but he is still producing at a high level for the Panthers 13 years into his career. A franchise legend. Everyone in the organization loves him. However, his relationship with the team turned sour heading into 2014. The Panthers hired David Gettleman in January. He has his eyes set on ushering in a new era for the Panthers. You know, one that focuses on their younger stars. So he cut Steve Smith Sr. on March 13th, 2014. This devastated fans. It made kids cry. Steve Smith Sr. wasted no time in finding a new place to play football. He signed with the Ravens 2 days later, and the scheduling football gods knew exactly what they were doing, because the 2-1 Ravens are set to face off against the 2-1 Panthers in Week 4 of the 2014 NFL season. Steve Smith Sr. is playing great heading into this game. He is 7th in the league in receiving yards and has more yards than Dez Bryant, AJ Green, DeAndre Hopkins, and even Deshaun Jackson. Whatever age a receiver is supposed to lose a step, Steve Smith has yet to hit it. Although the Panthers are also really good, they have a fiery secondary and a stout defense led by Luke Kuechly. So is Steve Smith Sr. going to get revenge on his former team?
Touchdown by Steve
Steve Smith Sr. got his revenge. He caught 7 passes for 139 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. The Ravens smoked the Panthers 38-10. Steve Smith got the last laugh, saying that film was a coaching lesson. I'm 35 years old and I ran around them boys like they were schoolyard kids. The NFL is a business. We all get that, but that does not mean you can disrespect players and get away with it. If you made it this far in the video, just, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.